What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords mobile video, and in today's video, check it out, RASSS 1.5 billion might with 119 million kills, chilling in our kingdom in an open guild. Always a bit of a rookie error doing that because Pistol is going in and it looks like this chap's offline and staying in their monster gear. Let's see what Pistol can do. It's going to be an infantry blast and it's a really good hit. 8.4 million total killed troops, 167 total might drop. Now he's also got no anti-scout and it's a pretty thick comp. He's got a good amount of tier 4 and tier 5. Tier 2s are looking okay-ish, so a little bit on the low side. But I definitely think this castle, although it's in monster gear, is definitely in war talents, because had they been out of war talents, I think that would have been an even bigger hit, to be fair. Now, because this castle is in an open guild, you can see big solo trap next to it. Of course, we jumped in there to get the front line and stuff. It's in range wedge, and we can see they're offline as well. Now, you may think this is bad, but at the end of the day, if you're dumb enough to go offline in a war kingdom in an open guild and have no anti-scout, you deserve to get burned. And that's exactly what just happened with that range blast I just sent in, hitting him for 4.2 million troops. Very, very nice hit, leaving 22 million in the castle. You can see there still is some range left in there. Not a massive amount, but there is still some in there. And again, because they're in war talents, that range is going to be a pain. But we decided to go with a cav blast to see if we could push through it. Probably not the best of choice, if I'm being honest, in hindsight. Probably should have just gone with another range blast. But we went with the cav anyway. Now, I've also set a rally on the reinforcer that's just ported in, Do Lop, which is next to it. So I've got 30 seconds on my rally. But Red's about to walk in on this DFA castle with the cav blast. Again, no gear swap. I'm just checking to make sure we're not getting baited here. And Red hits it. Still manages to get the burn with the cav blast, even though there was still some range in there. Now, my rally's about to walk as well on this castle that came over that started trying to put reinforcements in. I just set a rally on it straight away. I had a bunny going, so I thought, why not? We're going with the mix. Let's see what happens. Oh, I've been cooked. Somebody hasn't sped their troops in. JCat. Okay, the troops are there. We're going now. We're flying in and oh, we don't burn it. We do get the bounce back. We get the one march. Wow, looks like a siege walk back. He must have had some troops. We'll take a look in a sec. Here's Red's hit, 16.2 left, only 1.5 mil Reds. That range causing massive problems for that cav blast. Again, we should have gone range. Range would have been better here, but it is what it is. We thought we could push through. We got the burn, but not really too much damage. And the guy I hit, the reinforcer, had 41.3 million troops. What? And I managed to get the walk back, which is kind of insane. He had a pretty thick comp with a lot of tier 4 and a lot of tier 2, a little bit lacking on tier 5. More tier 5 would have got him the cap, but an insane walk back from a big comp. Well, we're back with RASSS. One thing also that's happened here is Guild PXF have come in and set a rally and left it on a timer. Yep, they're waiting for a money shot. Some guilds do this. They don't like losing troops. They just like to go for a money shot. So we got that PXF guild on the timer. Red goes in with another cav blast now because the range has gone down quite a lot. But still, that little bit of range that's in there still, it still stopped this rally from doing the damage it should have done. As you can see, very small amount of range in there, but somehow enough to stop Red from doing massive damage. But still, 2.3 million tier 2 infantry do go to the grave. So it wasn't a bad hit, just not quite as good as we were hoping. And I've got another rally set now on PXF Don Kefties at the top. Notice this castle was in fury joining their rally, so I decided to send a range blast at it. And here we go. Let's see what happens. And boom, we hit the castle. But unfortunately, this castle that came over to reinforce doesn't have any troops, to be honest with you. They actually filled the rally and then hid the rest of their troops, and I've got literally nothing on that hit. 2 troops. And you can see my rules there from PXF is giving me the cat emoji because I hit an empty castle. Something tells me They might be regretting that cat emoji soon. Stay tuned, guys. Okay. Okay, so anyway, back to RASSS. We're going to be walking in and with another Cav Blast, but this time the range is pretty much gone. And red's going to be going. Of course, PXF still haven't hit the target. They've been sitting on a timer for about 1,000 years now, waiting until they can get the optimal hit. Well, we're not going to be waiting. Here goes red walking in now with the Cav Blast. And let's see what this one does. This should be much better because the range is pretty much gone at this point. And boom, there it is. And it drops it a significant amount of might, which is beautiful. They're walking their rally now, of course, because now there's an optimal hit available. So I go ahead and quickly set a Cav Blast. You can see we're not walking it just yet. They're speeding the timer in though. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Here's red's hit. 128 million might drop. 5.4 million red deads. That's a nice hit. And beautiful stuff. That's what we were looking for the last two. Now you can see they're now walking their rally, so I quickly cancel my rally and I get the solo ready because they're going to solo as soon as this hits. They ain't annoying when guilds do this, man. Leech guilds, that's what I call these guilds. So I hit with my initial Cav Blast after their rally hits. I managed to get 453,000. There's still 200,000 left. I quickly speed my march back. I go ahead and set another march, quick, and I send it in. And we'll see what happens here. We speed it. And boom, I get the burn. We'll take a look at the report. Did I get the leader though? That's the question. And yes, I got the leader. Now the funny thing is here, guys, that prior to me getting the leader, I noticed there was some black smoke on the castle. And the reason for that is Big Solo Trap from TWK that's currently in that open guild was garrisoning that castle, trying to cap the PXF people that were trying to solo out the leader. And the funny thing is, Solo Trap there did actually capture one of the PXF leads. And I didn't even realize at this point. But we'll get to it in just a moment. First of all though, I noticed this chap's got some troops coming back who I rallied a minute ago, so I'm speeding a march into his castle. Boom! Have some of that. We'll take a look, and finally I get some kills on this guy, although unfortunately none of them are red. I still managed to get some kills on him, so that's pretty good. Well, now if we go back down and check this out, you can see I'm just, right now I think it's all over. But I look at the chat and I see, by the way, I capped one and Prince Cav blasted me. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't, did I? Like, I didn't even know at this point. I didn't even realize because I hadn't really looked at my reports to see it clearly enough. And he tells me that he capped one. I'm like, what? Big Solo Trap. There he is. He's in my prison. I'm like, oh no, let me get him out of my prison. I can't believe I capped him. Like, he was trying to cap people and I didn't even know he was in there with the garrison, right? Got a random level 58 leader. I don't know where that come from. Kill that thing. Okay, so I come back out and I can see the chords in the chat for who he's capped. I don't even look at the guy's profile, Panos 13 from PXF. I don't care how big his might is. I don't care about what his account is at all. He's capped. Set the rally. Literally, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care at this point. I decided I was going to go Cav. I changed my mind and I went range. I ain't sending a mix. I'm just going to blast this guy. So we're sending a range blast at Panox. I don't know how big his might is, how many kills he's got or anything. At this point, I can't give a monkeys. The bottom line is he's capped. And as I've been discussing lately on the previous video and in the live stream, which many people, to my absolute surprise, don't understand, is when you are capped, you do not have your attack stats on your gear. Your green stats are gone. It's the white stats because your leader is not deployed anymore because it's capped. Okay. So many people don't understand that. I'm really shocked by it, to be honest with you. But all you got to do is go look at the comments on the previous video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Your mind will just blow looking at some of those comments. But anyway, look, he's capped, so he's going to be a lot weaker. So potentially we've got an opportunity here. So let's take a look at his castle now. 1.58 billion might with 1 billion kills. He would have had full mythic gear. Unfortunately, that gear is now none and void because he is now capped. So yeah, we'll see. We may not have rallied this, you know, if he had his leader because, you know, 1 billion kills, full mythic gear. I don't know. We probably wouldn't have just gone for it without maybe one or two, like maybe more than one rally, possibly a bunny. As you can see, Panos is running. Panos has gone to the corner of the kingdom because Panos knows, just like I know, that he is in trouble now because he's capped and he's in fury. He has to take this rally. Now, of course, being a range blast and not a mix, this can't walk slowly. It's going to have to fly. So let's hope we've got some carpets. Also, I noticed this Don Keftis now has troops coming back because the people he reinforced to hide his troops are now running to the corner of the map to go and reinforce their friend, and they've probably forgot about the fact they've got this guy's troops in their castle. So we're going to oblige this guy by relieving him of some more of his troops, and I send a little cheeky march towards him, and you can see he's trying to look, another one ports away. As I'm walking towards him, another castle ports away, so more troops are now walking back to his castle. Can we get an F in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, for Don Keftis? We're gonna speed this in, and boom, we get some more kills on this guy and 134,000 reds, and I'm happy to report those were tier 4 and tier 5, so absolutely beautiful stuff. As for my healing, that's another thing entirely. My infirms are always a mess. You know they are, guys. It is what it is, right? Okay, so everything's looking cool here. We're good to go. I'm looking. Let's just fast forward now and get to this rally. So here we go, guys. We've got 15 seconds until we're about to walk on this PXF guy. They've all gone to the corner of the map. They've all reinforced. I will be sending this range blast in range foul. It's not optimal, but I have to do that in case of garrison. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and
to infinity and beyond.
The rally flies across the kingdom, and boom! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's on fire. Beautiful stuff. A really good hit. The carpets were insane. It flew across the kingdom. He had no chance to counter that whatsoever. And let's take a look at that battle report as he runs away. 5.7 mil. Not a big comp. 21.4. But it's still a solid hit. 5.2 million reds. And yeah, he had a good amount of tier 4s and stuff. But yeah, his comp was low. I probably could burn this guy with a mix, even if he had his leader. But it was still a good hit. And then we give the cat emoji as we walk away. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, you know how this next bit's gonna go. Stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.